Action, Rich.
Hey, what's going on? What's up, young Mickey? You all right? Hey, we're gonna have to
Yeah,
make this
I'm
one
good.
fast cause I done forgot about my obligations. I had a lot of help yesterday. I took care of a lot of business yesterday without being bothered with them dogs,
That's what's
except
up.
for that little podcast we had at the end of the day. But anyway, I got to get back out there and take care, take care of them, man. But later
Yeah,
on at 6 o'clock today, we're gonna have Councilman Pfeiffer on, man. And I think this is I've been looking forward to this show, this podcast for a minute. When I created the all of them, when I because you gotta remember, this was arranged in December, so ever since this December, I've been looking forward to it, and we done had a podcast uh almost all of December, and this is going to be our third one in January. We done had two in January, and one of them I hosted all by myself. But I'm looking forward to this one. And really, I ain't even supposed to be involved because I'm supposed to be in Detroit doing something. But I'm gonna still give my 5 to 10 minutes, and then let LaShawn and Satara do their podcast just because the person that had the event that made me say, okay, let's schedule Satara and LaShawn. Let them hold it down for you. Um, and then they counseled the reason for that to happen is that no, I'm not finna go back on my word and let my fire and ice do what they do
no doubt.
because they don't you don't get the titles from Rich Jones as fire and ice for no reason.
Mm. So they got a reason why you call them fire and ice.
Definitely. It's the reason why I called well, you know why I called Satara Fire.
No doubt.
I mean, think about it when we was giving away those coats and stuff down at the old business center, and we were talking about doing that, and she came on there first thing she said, if you ain't 17 or younger, don't come up here asking for no coats. That's that fire.
No doubt.
And then we got LaShawn, you know, she know how no rich you wrong. You moving wrong. See that's what's good about me. That's why I feel that the three of us is gonna be successful. Is because we all listen. We ain't all just when we say something, whether we right or wrong. That's how we roll it.
No doubt.
We willing to change lane and to be successful and especially what you call me a progressive. You said I
Yes.
was a progressive.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Man, it ain't that many progressives.
Progressive. Yes, sir.
It ain't that many. And then if I get up here and I be a headstrong progressive, I'm really gonna be by myself. I'm by myself now, and I'm willing to make change. I'm willing to listen. I'm willing to amend.
I think it's a little too late, brother. Oh, this what I meant to tell you. Did you watch the mayor his podcast, his show today?
Uh uh. Please tell me he said something good.
Nah, he said about the disinfo of Becky Brown. Okay, she said she out of Facebook jail. Becky Brown, did you watch the mayor's press conference? I mean, his podcast today. No, I think he was taking a shot at you, Rich, of Fli-City Blackout, when he said about the disinformation about that compliance company. How did you like it, Becky
I
Brown?
ain't putting no misinformation out. Only thing I said about that appliance company is that I think the city council and the mayor administration can put that money into use without that firm. I ain't said nothing. What's misinformation about that?
What you just said, that they didn't need the compliance firm. I'm saying, I'm thinking as he talking to everybody who talked about they didn't need it. That was his thing.
Man, Brian, the commissioners in Genesee County is spending those Harper funds now.
Well, I guess he said that Flint needed it. What do you think about that? He might have not been talking. He might have been talking to the other actors. I just feel like,
This is what I feel about that. You got a CFO that you're paying 160,000 a year. If that's the only important, if that's the only employee that you have, that's enough to spend those funds because that's your chief finance. That's finance. What you think was it? Why are you gonna pay somebody $160,000 and he got to go out and pay somebody 1.3 million dollars to spend to do his job? I don't get that. I really don't get that. So, and then I'm looking at the Genesee County commissioners who receive money like that. They ain't how to hire no firm. I'm looking at the city of Detroit. They ain't how to hire no firm. I'm looking at the city of Ben Harbor. They didn't hire no firm. And
what,
then I'm hearing excuse. What Flint new name gonna be?
what?
Excuse City.
Well, let me tell you why he said that. Why y'all needed the compliance firm? He said because over that y'all. Now I didn't get to catch AC Dumas show. I'm gonna try to go back and see if he put it on Facebook, Becky Brown. What he said was because over 1.5 billion dollars came into Flint, and don't nobody know where the money went. So now, with them having a compliance firm, they will know where every dollar went to. I don't know if that mean anything, but how you feel about that?
Up a little correct bullshit ass excuse, but he right. And he got a good reason. Just like I'm trying to tell people that compliance firm can rightfully, wrongfully spend all of that money and not put none on the north side of Flint and will not be out of any kind of and will not be wrong. And there's no way we could, legally, but morally that'd be fucked up. But I mean messed up. But
Yeah.
but that's the truth.
Well,
And it has been that much money coming to the Flint that is not. But you got to remember this. Just like with the $267 million, you are the mayor.
right.
Uh, we are your constituents. We are the people that the decisions that you make either help or hurt. I'm gonna rephrase it.
Okay, redo that then.
We are let's just say that I'm the mayor and my title is daddy and you're my son and your title is son and somebody uh, somebody gives you a trust fund and none of the trust fund goes to you and I'll let it happen as your son. I'm just as guilty as the person that misappropriated your money for not speaking up and demanding that they appropriate your money back into your account and get your trust fund going to where it's supposed to be going. That's the same way. That's the same. That's why. That's how I feel about them and this money. And
Well, Becky Brown just
this billion this 1 point some $1 billion that he said he
1.5.
don't know where it's at.
1.5 billion. He said, well, Becky Brown just said, let me read this question for you. What is she said, redistricting in the 7th ward will remove the black community in that area. That area will be majority white. Southside. They redistricting the 7th ward?
They're redistricting all wards.
Mm. So what they
Becky
gonna do?
Brown. Becky Brown. Can you draw up a map, or we can get a group of people that can draw a map up that can keep those numbers the same way that they are, as far as with the changes about how even the residency is, and keep and just let's just say for example, I'll give you an example. The map that you're talking about no longer is from Pearson Road to from Carpenter Road to Pearson Road No, yeah, from Carpenter Road to Pearson Road, all First Ward. Uh,
You say what? Run that by me again. I
no,
missed that,
no,
Rick.
no, no, no. Right, oh, right, yeah. From Carpenter Road, uh, from Carpenter Road to Pearson Road is uh is all First Ward, all the way down from industrial, past industrial, all the way up until past ML King. Uh, and then when you get over, and and then when you get over, all the way up to Stewart Street. Now, when you get to Pearson Road to Stewart Street, that's the third ward. And it used to only be the other side of Saginaw Street from Carpenter Road all the way down to Hamilton was the third ward. So now that changes. So what I'm saying is, can you find a way to recut this and put and keep that black section in the R7 ward. Like apparently you cut that part off. Can you cut off another part that's all white and stick it somewhere and then do all the moving around to where it can stay righteous. You see what I'm saying? Because it's all about they doing the numbers game far as they got to make sure that there's an equal amount of residents in all of the wards. Not one ward got 7,000 and one ward got 9,000 and one ward got 6,000. They trying to make all of them have seven. So we got to read and then they open to suggestions so you can redraw that map to where you could keep that thing. When then, like I told her about the redistricting of and the redrawing of the seven ward of all of the wards map, just like with Pastor Miller. Some people feel this way about them. Some people feel that way about them. It all depends on who you ask.
I understand that.
So we got a lot of stuff going on.
Well, Becky Brown just said on Tuesday they would be a meeting at 4 p.m. the Brenner Center about the map.
With Ali Horkeroder.
I think she just did
That's
one.
not
She just did one about the Hyper Fund. I think with about 10 to 15 people showed up. Is that a hell of a way to get people? With 10 to I think it was the elderly showed up. Is that really getting the citizens of the Seventh Ward involved in it?
well, honestly, that's what's going on. You getting circle of 10 or less, maybe 15 people every now and then, and what that 10 or 15 people, or even less than 10 or 15. Some of them tables only have like two or three people at it. But whatever they come up with is what they roll with as a whole. So that
No,
yeah, I'm not
Becky
surprised
Brown
about
said.
that.
Becky Brown said no. Everybody will be invited to this meeting. It just ain't gonna be Seventh Ward. I guess that's for the
Yeah,
Brenner
but
Center.
how are you gonna get invited? I feel that it shouldn't be you had to come to these meetings to get your point of view across. I feel they need to be sending emails, text messages, letters.
If they wanted more people in, why they just wouldn't do a Zoom to bring the
Do a
people in?
do a Zoom, and
Right
like I
now with
said,
COVID.
send every resident of Flint a letter. Call every resident of Flint.
But also do it a link because right now COVID, you shouldn't be having no 40 or 50 people in no one room. You should be able to just do it.
Then that and then that's the reason why people can give any excuses, even my ranting about not having enough people catch that bus. Hell, they got a
Hey,
legitimate excuse.
hey,
COVID.
Rich. Becky Brown said the community members of the Seventh Ward is setting this up.
And once again, that's what I said. That's what happens. You get the views of 10 to 15 people, and then they run around and try to put it over the whole district. It's just some situations the whole city.
Yeah, that's
And
rough.
I hope those 7 people, 10, 15 people, or whatever it is, I hope they get heard and not ignored the way I have. Because when I speak for a lot. People just don't vote. But if people voted for the way they talk, then we would have be in a whole different situation. But what I'm saying is they don't listen to me. They I'm gonna change that up. They listen very well to me. And that's the problem. Because they realize that they can't let too many people hear what I have to say. I'm ashy. I'm been washing my hands all day. Yeah, the map is about the whole city, but it's all about we got to come together and redraw the map to where, and hopefully the maps that be drawn favor the masses of. It seems like a lot of cars, like they say they already got these maps drawn up. It's already getting close to the deadline time to where they have to be followed. Uh, but yet they're saying, "Oh, we want community input. We want community input," but they ain't reaching out to really get no community input.
Rich,
That's the
answer this
same with
question
these.
for me.
Hold on. Let me say this one thing. Just like with these Harper funds, they talking about, "Oh, we want community." What y'all want community input for about the Harper funds for when y'all to hire the firm to go? When y'all to hire the firm to spend them? How can y'all even talk about y'all want to have community meetings, community engagement when y'all are determined to hire this firm? I mean, 1 second you talk about how much you want to listen to the community, and the next second you don't care what the community had to say. You're going to hire this firm, and then from what I heard, you hired the firm, and they don't know nothing about the town halls. They already got destination, and that's crazy too. How can the reason why you haven't been spending your funds is you're waiting for instruction? But all of a sudden, as soon as you hire this firm, you already got objection. I mean, object, uh, objection. You already object. You already got what you finna do. You already got your plans in motion, and it's a lot to look at, bro.
No, Rich, what I was going to ask you, since you said they doing the redistricting, when do that kick in? That was the question I wanted to ask. Answer that.
Man, soon. I think it's like soon. Like we gotta tell them probably the end of this month for them, maybe hopefully the end of February or March, to where they gotta turn in these meetings because
No, what I'm saying, I mean, kick in and redistricting is this: the council
no,
members
no,
already in.
no,
Now,
no,
hear me
no.
out, Rich. Hear me. I'm
Hold
saying
on, hold on, hold on.
you want.
It's a whole lot of redistricting going on. You're just talking about the city of Flint
Yeah,
redistricting,
see, that's
right?
what I'm saying. Flint City
Okay,
redistrict. What I was
okay.
saying is, when do that? When would it kick in? Because won't these council members be into their
No,
seats?
all of these council people are still going to be elected. It will be no more because just like let's just say that the map that Becky Brown is talking about,
Okay,
the third ward don't have a councilman
why not?
because Quincy and Liddell Lewis are now in the second ward.
So okay, this was my okay. This is the second part to my question. So when they had to run it with 5 years, that's when the new redistricting to kick
That's
in.
when that's when yep.
Okay.
So if this was 5 years from today, Liddell Lewis and Quincy Murphy would be running against each other for the second ward seat.
But basically, on when they had to rerun, they're gonna be running for the same ward.
Yep.
Mm, that's cold.
Now, unless they come up with a change to where they can keep Quincy in the third ward and her in the second.
So what is gonna be the new district of the third ward then?
It cut off Quincy neighborhood.
Oh,
Dewey Park is Dewey Park is no longer in the third ward.
so that'll be second ward now.
That'll be second ward. Yep. Hell, that's gonna take most of my support. That's taking silo apartments off.
Yeah, that's cold blooded,
That's
y'all.
taking that's taking the people that I hang with off. So I'm affected. Because the other side of Saginaw ain't got that many houses. We average
So
about 2 houses a street.
so within the other parts besides, so they gonna take the. So what is the new third ward then? What would be considered that?
Man, a lot of land.
No, I'm saying who is gonna go to if they just taking up the Dewey?
No, they ain't going to nobody. That's why I said when she first made that announcement, and Eva said, "Oh, I gotta call my new law." Stop it. Answer your phone. If you are a city councilman, answer your phone and do the best you can for whatever resident there is on the other end of the line, and do that for 5 years, and then wherever your district at, run for your seat again. And the way you answer your phone, pay for itself. AC Dumas will be in the second ward too, or the fifth ward. He won't be. He no longer be in the second ward, third ward. No, Becky, it ain't that. It probably is labeled as green space because uh over in that Dewey Park area, people can't even get insurance on their houses. And I'm talking about people that then retired from the shop, raised a nice family, got nice savings and all that, but can't get insurance on a house that they own. So soon as that house catch on fire, have a tragedy, they homeless.
For real?
So yeah, that's why I said we gotta fight against the. That's why I keep saying we gotta the first thing we gotta do is change it get these people up together against this master plan, and we gotta get our landing right. And do you know that they're still building? Now, how do these highways go? Do they just say they're going to build a highway and build it, or do they have to come to us? Do the road commission say they finna build a highway and they build it, or do they have to come up? I want to know what's going on with all these highways because I don't never remember nobody asking me about nothing. I'm just seeing construction. So I want to know do we have any say in the master plan as far as these highways being built? And if we don't have any say, how do we get say? If they ain't listening to us, how do we get them to listen to us? Because Becky Brown, you're right. Becky, I don't understand why you how you. I mean, most of the people that has money and sticking together because of that mod area. Yeah, you got your Dan Cuties, your Karen Weavers, your majority of the people that really stay in Flint that lives in the 7th ward. So yeah, you know, and to be honest, that's the that's where that those 4 precincts is that beat Karen Weaver. Karen Weaver lost however many polls she won to 4. Those 4 polls beat her. Beat 90%, 90-some% of the registered voters in the city of Flint lost to 4 polls. Okay, I will. I will. Yeah, but it's something got to be done with that master plan, man. Is that master plan got to change? Because otherwise than that, we fighting for nothing. How we gonna Let's listen to me right now. I'm shouting out. We need to have a rent to home ownership, and we ain't even got no land to build no houses on. Houses is houses is being said to be demo because you can't rebuild them. You can't fix them up. We got to change that zoning. We got to get our zoning set to where we can argue and I'm ready to argue and I'm ready to fight. When you want to say, well, they want to build a tiny home to put the veterans in. Man, get a damn veterans an apartment. I'm quite sure if you ask the veterans, would they rather have a tiny home or apartment? They're going to say apartment. And if they say tiny home, they probably don't even want that. They want to live out in the wilderness. There's a lot of veterans that don't want shelter. I don't know why, but it is. It's like that. So, yeah, I'm ready to fight. I'm ready to fight. I'm ready because you can rent an apartment all your life, come up short, and be homeless. If you don't have a job and you own a home, you can scrap up a couple of thousand a year to keep a roof over your head. It's not hard. It's better if you own. It's crazy. It's crazy, man. But I'm gonna get off of here, and we got to get ready to go live again about 1 o'clock with Dennis. Hey, do you have Dennis' number, Mo? I mean, Mick.
I got his email where I can send him the link.
Oh, you got his email?
Yeah, that's what I was over
Okay.
there checking when I sent it to him last time. I got it.
Okay. I gotta go find me a charger, and take care of these dogs and stuff. So I'll be ready at 1.
All right, you got like 23 minutes. No, it's
I got
12:10.
I got
No,
50 minutes.
no, you right, man. I was looking at something else, man. I was looking at the time you was on here, man. My bad. My bad. You was on here for 27 minutes. Yeah,
Yeah,
you got
I'm getting
50
all
minutes.
this stuff off my chest. I ain't gonna have nothing to say at 6 o'clock.
Nah, man, you gonna get up. You just bringing Dennis on just for y'all only coming on.
We
You
only
know,
be on 5 or 10 minutes just to
yeah.
let people know to tune in at 6 o'clock. Man, that's gonna be a great show. I just hate it ain't all about me, but it ain't about me. But I'm finna enjoy. I'm finna have a good Saturday. I ain't had a good Saturday in a minute.
Well, you
Looks
didn't.
can be deceiving.
Well, you didn't came on and made your point, brother. You know that.
You know what? I'm looking forward to the day.
No
Man,
doubt.
this is
No doubt.
yep.
No doubt. So all you gotta do is just tell them I'll be, sending them that link. Whenever you call them, I'll shoot them that link, and we can go
Okay.
ahead and then everybody come on, give them a prelude to when Dennis
Okay.
coming on at y'all be on
Oh,
back on at 1 o'clock. Then you be
okay.
back on at 6.
Okay.
Yeah.